Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, guys, in this video, I need to talk about our material, language learning assessment, and the book that we use here is this book, Handbook of Assessment for Language Teacher. So, I chose this book because the content it is very special content. It's different from others, where the others book says about the theory. For example, the other books tell us the theory about how should we do from to teach the beginner, how the teachers should react to teach the secondary level, for example, and how they should give a response. But in this book, this provide a different kind of assessment, and however, in this book, we are trained as a good teacher. And this book is not a kind of theoretical book, but this is a practical book, which is good for you to have a direct practice. So, I, who are responsible for this class to conduct the lesson, is very confused how to get the test for you, because this book provide a practical test, and this is not a kind of theoretical. If it is theoretical, then it is easier to test the hypothesis by using paper or question. But by using this kind of material, I need to see a practice, direct practice when you are teaching. Then I really confused because we are not allowed to meet. We are not allowed to meet. It is kind of pandemic COVID-19, yeah. So, class, please understand this book. I will not give a much more presentation just like my others class, because in this class is very special, practice. And by following this book, this is a kind of practice. And however, actually, if you understand, you do not need a teacher. If you understand this book, you do not need a class. You can be a good teacher. Why? Because this book provides that lesson. I also study from this book a few years ago, and today I chose this book. This is special. Okay, let's see. Let's just come to the first material, which is called this one, the ABC of assessment. Can you find the meaning of ABC here? ABC is a kind of general overview, or a kind of, what is it? Warna-warni ya. Warna-warni pendidikan, warna-warni pembelajaran bahasa. ABC, lika-likunya. Seperti itu. Okay, let's come. The aims, introduce some terms. Yeah, you can write this. I think this is not the main point. This is not the main point, but the main point is begin with this one. Okay, first topic, this is the main point. The first main point, the purpose of assessment. The purpose of assessment is collecting evidence, making judgment. This is theory. And the theory here is provided only a little and very, very brief. Okay, let's see how it works. In education, assessment involves collecting evidence and making judgment or forming opinions about the learner's knowledge, skill, and abilities. It often also involves giving an informal or formal record of those judgments. Informal or formal record. Okay, we will know this term by study further. This is the theory. only one paragraph. And task 1, the purpose of assessment is something like practical. Why do you assess language? Yeah. Why teachers assess language? Because they need to make a decision about these learners. Okay, usually when teachers want to assess the language, they need to see the level of the students first. The level or the capability. So by knowing the students level, the teachers will choose a right method, a right approach conducted to improve the learning. Kayak dokter, tahu penyakit pasiennya dulu, levelnya berapa, kemudian kasih obat yang cocok untuk itu. Tapi harus makanya ada apa, kalau di dokter ada cek laboratorium dan lain-lain. And this is what we do in language, to know the level. However, as I study with you for some semester before, I have concluded that your ability is very various. You have various ability. It's different, and sometimes the differentiate is you have a different type of ability, and however, it is not easy to give a right assessment for you, because if one assessment is fair for you, and another students will feel that this is not fair for me, this is too difficult for me, and the others think this is easy for me. So this is because, if I can say that your level is different. Activity 1, decisions. To make a decision. So the decision here is to have a decision about the student's ability, the student's language level, is the student English level, if they are categorized as beginner, intermediate, advanced, or intermediate. Okay, this activity, you can follow this activity. You can follow this activity to give decision to your students level, because you are in semester 5 and it is hope that you are mastering in English. So you can decide you can assess the students. You can assess the students in semester 1, for example. You can assess that. You can give a course, English course for them, and it is hope so, because in the next semester you will got the PPL in SMA, senior high school, ya, setingkat itu. Okay, next. Task 2, approach. When we know the student level, we are conducting the right approach. The purpose is to improve learning. This is the theory. The theory is only a little bit, just 2 paragraphs in here. The first of this purpose is called formative assessment, or assessment for learning. Okay, I will explain about this term. Assessment for learning and assessment of learning. Assessment is not the same with teaching. Teaching is a part of assessment itself. So first, the word assessment here is directed to the activity from the before the study begin until the study end, until evaluating, until giving score, recording it. Yeah, that's assessment. Assessment for learning and assessment of learning. Assessment for learning. So you need to assess the students to give a right approach. This is a brief word. Okay, assessment for learning. Assess first to give a right approach, and then assessment of learning. It is about the assessment during the process of learning. Okay, this is a brief word. You have this one. You can see in this YouTube channel. This is not my channel. This is the channel given by the author of this book. And next, formative or summative. Okay, I have give you a brief definition. Yeah, and learners read the text and write a summary of the next in 5 words. Then you need to decide this. This activity can be done by yourself. And then topic 2, types of assessment. Types of assessment. There are 2 tasks in this topic. You will read about different kinds. Okay, this is our guidance, right? This is our guidance, and assessment is not the same thing as testing. It's not the same thing as testing, grading or scoring. Tests are particular kind of, okay, this is the theory, only 1 paragraph. And task 1, assessment. Assessment tasks. Okay, assessment tasks. In classroom, when the teacher are going to make judgment about learners' language ability, they first need to collect some evidence. Teachers generate evidence by giving tasks that involve language use. Okay? Okay, when you assess students, tasks first. This is to decide their level. Instruction, input, and expected response. Okay, instruction here is your instruction. When you teach a student, then what instruction you give to them, what the activity. Guidance, telling learners what they need to do to complete the task. Guidance, telling learners what they need to do to complete the task. Input, the material. It's about the material that learners need to look at or read or listen in order to respond. So the response here is by students, not the teacher, not you, but students. Expected response. This one. You have expected response from the learners. Okay, as the teacher, we usually have expected response of every task given. Okay, and the score is 100% for the students who can do the tasks based as the same level with what the teachers expected. Okay. Next, expected response. Okay, this is the example. There are speaking, reading, and writing skills. Why listening is not included here? I don't know, because the author of this book does not insert the listening activity. For example, describe picture. You have 10 minutes to write your answer. Okay, describing picture. When the students describe the picture, then okay, when I give you the picture and I need you to describe it, then when you describe it to me, then I will know your level. Okay, especially you when you teach students. But describing the picture here is directed to the students who have what kind of level, for example intermediate, not for the beginner, I think. Yeah, why? Because the beginner is not terrified to do this kind of activity. Yeah, reading loud can be in the assessment of students level. Okay, and the others, this is the material, and this is okay. In the right here there are instruction, input, and expected response. You have to fill this form when you assess a student to indicate their level. Okay, come back to this part. Instruction is guidance, learner, what they need to do. Instruction, the instruction, and input is the material, and expected response is the expected response given by the students and the teacher has provided before. Okay, the task 2, assessment task specification. Assessment task specification, what kind of thing is it? Specification are documents that work like recipes for producing sets of assessment tasks. Tasks are all written based on the same specification, will probably all require learners. Okay, so generally ABC, the ABC of learning here, part 1, is about the general overview, and this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do to be conducted in all the chapters, in all the in all the subject, all skills. General overview. This can be your guidance when you want to teach, when you want to understand your students' level of English and indicate the right treatment. Describing instruction, input, and expected response. Next, the next topic is about recording and reporting. Recording and reporting. Do we have to use the camera? No. The main recording here is you can make a note only by using your note. Yeah, giving score. Grades and score are formal ways to document. Yeah, so teachers need the document in the form of score. They are often used to report people. Okay, this is practical, and the theory always be given in only in 1 or 2 paragraph. Task 1. Okay, this is the activity. You can try to understand this and give a tick. What do you think are the main advantages or disadvantages? Okay, you can feel it. Which system do you think can be most useful in helping to improve language learning? Okay, choose it. Assessment, feedback, to give a feedback. Okay, which is language people, so that they can become better language user. Jadi kalau muridnya lebih pintar dari gurunya, itu yang diharapkan. Ya. Each time we give them an assessment. For learners know how to improve, Giant Bricks has suggested that they need to understand three things about their performance: what they are doing well, what they are struggling with, and what they need to do differently. Okay, if I explain this, then it will be a long class. So, merdeka belajarnya jadi tidak ada. Study this. I have provided a great material for you, I think. Ya, effective feedback. Feedback yang efektif itu seperti apa? However, this kind of method of teaching, this kind methodology of teaching is very very suitable if you want to do this in a English course, in special English course, not in university. Because when you study in university like PPI like this, then you are study to be a teacher. You are study to be a teacher. And others profession. But the point is that the first purpose is that you are provided to be a teacher in here to teach language. The first purpose, because pendidikan bahasa Inggris judulnya pendidikan, to teach language to others. Teaching language does not mean that you have to master the language first. It does not mean like that. But it is ideally. Okay, it is ideally you master. But if you cannot master, it is a little bit okay. But you need to know how to make your student better, how to improve your student capability. This book is for you. Harusnya ini sangat mahal bukunya. Harusnya. But you get it free. Bersyukurlah. Providing feedback. Okay, the qualities of assessment. Quality of assessment. Thinking about quality. Okay, tidak ada teori, langsung ke praktek. Think about the following question. What do you think are for essential qualities good assessment? Dia langsung tanya ke kita. Jadi assessment yang kita inginkan tuh yang seperti apa tuh? Kadang-kadang siswanya juga nggak bisa jawab, because they come to learn and they do not know how to make them improve their skills, so they come to somebody who can make them become better, who can train them. But if you want to be a teacher, then this must fill your mind in here. Okay? Assessment quotes, validity, reliability. Yeah, what is it? 4 quotes from people talking about assessment. With assessment are they talking about in each case, circle the quality and you think they refer to each time. The correct answer are provided in indicate answer section. Great. Okay, if you want to understand about the qualities of assessment, access this video. This is not my video. This is a video provided by the author of this book. And later on, we have practical steps. And next, we have the ABC of assessment. Distinguish between test and other form of assessment. Identify the main purpose of assessment in the classroom. Okay. Then, when I ask you to write a summary, this is what I need to do to say the point of this book based on your own idea. For example, this one. Okay, purpose of assessment. You can say that the purpose of assessment. Okay, I will write it in here. Okay, the purpose of the assessment has two main purposes. The first is improve learning. The second is judge how successful learners have been in mastering the content. Okay, we have 2 points, and you can make elaboration about this by your own language. Elaboration by your own language, improving learning by using your own language or you can use another resources. Okay, this is what I mean by summarizing this book. And you can also give a comment, give your own idea. This is free. And second, judge how successful learners have been mastering the content. Elaboration. Okay, learners, for example, usually comes with no idea about what they need to do to improve their capability in language. So blah 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 blah. For example, this is my elaboration example, yeah. And this is what I need you to do in this book to make something like this. If you do not want to write this, it's okay. You just write the point here. You just write the point here, but make sure you are able to present it. Improve learning. Elaborate by your own presentation. Judge how successful learners have been in mastering content. Elaborate by your own words. Okay, you do not need to write blah 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 if you do not want it. Just like this, it's okay. But later on, you have to able to present it because I will ask you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.